Hey everybody, this is George. Welcome back to my page. As you know, I'm an American living in Portugal. Try to talk about all things Portugal and beyond as we're doing travels too. So I hope you're enjoying some of our travel videos and slideshows. Today's topic is not for those retiring to Portugal. So if you're looking to retire to Portugal, I'd love if you watch the video, but this isn't really for you. This is for those of you looking to come to Portugal and still be working. I want to go through my experience, and then also I've talked to over 100 expats in the last 2 years who are working to some capacity and how they're doing it. You may be surprised. It's not as simple as working in Portugal, so to speak. It's living here, but not necessarily working from here. So here goes. Here's my experience. Over 2 years of looking for work, got almost 30 years of experience, a lot of diverse experience. Being able to get in the door for an interview has been very difficult. Now, my own fault, my network here stinks. I did not do a very good job. I didn't do any job at all trying to build a network and connect with people before I moved to Portugal. So my own fault and stupidity for that, because as I know from being in HR for a long time, connections and who you know are so much to life and relationships and finding work. So I did a terrible job of that. But what I did find out when I was here is that it wasn't about that I didn't know Portuguese, because almost every company I've applied to have been multinational and are actually looking for English speakers because that's the international language for business. It hasn't been that at all. It's been Portugal doesn't have a lot of jobs, and there are a lot of people out of work, and a lot of people that, although there's only 10.5 million people in the country as a whole, there are not that many jobs being posted. So you have hundreds, if not thousands, of people applying for jobs, and most likely they're going to go to someone that might be Portuguese as opposed to someone who is an immigrant from another country. Actually, I had a conversation with an HR director, so kind of a peer-to-peer conversation. It wasn't an interview, but I was just asking, what am I doing wrong? What do I need to do differently to be able to try to get in the door? And he started laughing a little bit because we were the same age. And he said, well, George, you're considered a fossil. People can look at your resume, and ageism here is kind of an open secret. People aren't going to hire you because you're too old. And I was looking and I was thinking to myself, gosh, I'm looking at my resume, or my CV as it's called here. I'm 50 and in the middle of my prime of my career. I didn't think I would be considered a fossil, but that was the term. So if you're looking to find work moving to Portugal, you need to start before you move here. And I found 3 different types of immigrants or expats that are working here that love being in Portugal but aren't working necessarily from or in Portugal. So the first type is, there are some entry-level jobs working at call centers, customer service places. Most of them are in a facility, some of them are remote. You do need to have multiple languages, at least 2, if not more, to be able to do that job. It's an entry-level job, meaning it's going to pay anywhere from 800 to 1,000 euros a month for that gig. So I can't say that there's nothing, but it's very slim pickings. And if you have a 30-year career, it's not like you necessarily want to start from scratch and start over again. But there are 2 other types that I think are important that you may want to consider. One of them is consulting or coaching, mentoring, things of that nature, starting your own like online business. That's something that I'm going to do here in the fall. You'll be seeing some videos regarding it, but I wish I had thought about this before I moved. But many people have come to the same conclusion, that they haven't been able to secure employment here, so they're doing something for themselves. They're independent contractors or they're small business owners reaching out across the globe to help with different consulting and every different aspect of business, coaching, mentoring, you name it. The third type, and this is something that was surprising to me, but it was sort of the light bulb went on going, duh, I should have thought about this, and it's a little hard to after the fact, but many of the people that we've met at expat functions and other social events along the way, whether they're from Europe, Asia, North America, the UK, they're working for a company from their home but they're living in Portugal. So they're working remotely, so you may want to call like a digital nomad, so to speak, but they're working for a company doing, whether it be marketing work, digital media of some sort, who knows, they could be doing recruiting, there's a number of things that they can be doing, but they're actually working for a company from their home, wherever that is, but they just happen to be living in Portugal. So if you are looking to come to Portugal and you're not retiring, you're still in a work phase and you need to do work, I don't know that I would recommend trying to put your resume or CV out on LinkedIn and try to make connections through LinkedIn. I don't know how successful you will be as far as getting employment through LinkedIn, but whatever your social media network is, try to improve and meet and connect with as many people before you come to Portugal as possible. It will definitely help you because it's something that I should have done and I didn't. So do as I say, not as I do in that respect. Secondly, start thinking about opening a business, doing an online business, and it could be as simple as like a travel blog or doing YouTube videos, something like that, if you're looking to come over and get monetized over time. And then lastly, if you're looking to come, maybe you can talk to local employers or people that are looking for remote work right now. It's a trendy time for people that are offering more remote jobs. Speak to some employers in wherever your country, state, province is about finding work, and then just come over to Portugal. And granted, you have a time difference, but there are a number of people here that are working, let's say, not so much a 7 to 3 or 7 to 5 job during the day, but they're working more of a second shift, or there are people that they're kind of night owls and they're working a graveyard shift, meaning they're working overnight, but it's daytime or morning, depending on where they are originally from. So I hope you found this video useful. Again, this is not for retirees, but this is for people still trying to find jobs in Portugal. The jobs really aren't here, so you need to start thinking about that long before you go through the process of moving here. Otherwise, Portugal is not a great place to work and find work. I would go someplace else if you're looking for, I'll say, quicker or more gainful employment. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much and have a great day.